pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the London Black Knights. The punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway here in London. Returning it, John Ross. A good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading him out, their quarterback from the University of Nevada, it's Colin Kaepernick.
It's so difficult to prepare and try to defend Colin Kaepernick, and not just because of the physical skills they're always on display, whether it's throwing the ball downfield or running with the ball as well. But how about the leadership he exhibits, how his team will follow him, the smarts he has in playing the game, and, of course, the overall toughness. You can't run the football the way that he does without being a guy who's willing to take a hit.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. A quick throw by Kaepernick complete. 20! And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. He was a 3rd-round pick, not rounds 1 or 2, but this franchise, they think he can be something with time.
There were a few teams that thought he would go in the 1st round, late in the 1st round. He ends up sliding to the 3rd. So a lot of teams think now maybe this group got a steal. They've got a chance to have a really good player here if he can develop.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, it all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. his first career touchdown in his first career game. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Fielded in the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out come the New England Patriots, led by their 6'5" veteran quarterback, Cam Newton.
And when he's at the top of his game, you see that big smile, that's when you know everything is clicking. That means he's accurate throwing the football. They can't get him down in the run game, and his team is having a whole lot of fun because when they score a touchdown, some fan's going to get lucky and get the game ball.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Sony Michel, his first carry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, they run with Michel. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. He can run for it, and he will. Well, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or 2 short. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them, roar around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From midfield, here's Kaepernick. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now an option play on 2nd down. And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. And he will take it in for the touchdown. 14-yard touchdown. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
It's now... perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start. This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The 24-yard line. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Patriots, nothing.
A play fake to Michelle. Now Newton. He's going to look deep for Edelman. This is caught at the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for the Patriots. And even 60 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball is tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Newton. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Well, this This is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The score, Black Knights 14. Patriots 3.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yet points went against them, and it feels a whole lot better running off the field.
10 at their own 29-yard line.
Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And touchdown! Tariq Cohen, 35 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and it will come out to the 25 as he will not attempt the return.
5-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put it.
Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That one goes for 8 yards. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Open man is Myers. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Again, Newton steps away to his left. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 32-yard attempt.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
Black Knights 21.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, here's the option. A throw out wide by Kaepernick is caught. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Marr is good. And that will extend their lead even further. 24. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've reached halftime here on opening week. All right, we will save the week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. To Michel on the screen. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the 1st at the 32. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And it's taken in at the 9. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And they run the option on 2nd down. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And it's scratched out only about a yard up to the 32.
He's tackled at the 30.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. He'll drop this one down to Cohen.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. The 20, and he's heading to the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown.
Michael Badgley.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Patriots.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it 24-13. And now here's Ross. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. It's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership, been a good distributor. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he takes a shot on the release. he says this will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't called before. Trying to shake things up a little bit and try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Patriot first down.
They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. And it's Michel once again. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. From the gun, Newton steps away. He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 5-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on second down. Newton rolling to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are back within a score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's Newton. And this is caught. They got it.
Conversion is successful.
And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
Brings up second and 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
All the way down to the 12. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And But strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
Jones on the
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. It's Coleman here. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
on the goal line.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. A 1-yard run on first down, another one on second. It might not do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets him 6 points.
And at contract time, you want to show touchdowns scored way more than you want to show yards per carry.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And he hits Gronkowski on the out route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
The tackle made.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Throwing again on second down. Newton. That'll be caught by the tight end, Keene.
Newton's pass.
The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into a huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
It's a gain of 3. And a Patriot first down.
From the 50, Newton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. New England on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He can run for it, and he will. get the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Newton. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody wants Atlanta, apologies. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Now an option play on 2nd down. A quick throw by Kaepernick complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw, Kaepernick. He releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Newton to throw.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he backs it away and it falls down incomplete.
We've seen the deep ball